we recall over and over and over again through the stories told through the disciples about the people that Jesus helped. And many times we hear that when he helped them, he begged them not to tell anyone. And it seemed that the more he ordered them not to say anything, the more excited they got, the more they wanted to tell somebody. And a reason that Jesus may have wanted to do this was that if he just told everybody, obviously there's going to be rush of crowds to see what he can come and do, and people get kind of drawn in and just pushed along with the excitement when something new and wonderful is happening. But what happens after the miracle? Do we just go back to the way that we were? How do we stay excited? I mean, in our contemporary times, we're not always seeing, someone who is blind suddenly see all on their own, maybe without the assistance of medical help. But in these days, you saw that all the time. Now for us, every day, there are little miracles throughout our day with many, many moments in our lives. I mean, just the miracle alone of, the earth turning, the sun going up and down, and the moon coming up and down, and the stars being illuminated at night is a miracle in itself. That is not something that man can create. And so what kind of miracle is Jesus performing in your life every day? And which ones are we totally missing because we don't see? Now, I would imagine he would absolutely love us to share these things. But he doesn't want us to just share our excitement about it just for the moment. Look at me! Woohoo! I won the lotto! But what about when there's a devastating earthquake and all the houses fell around you, but yours was the only one that remained standing? That seems like an incredible miracle. But how do we savor that every day in our life? Once everybody in the neighborhood rebuilds their house, does the awe of that just kind of disappear? And do we eventually go back into the way that we were? And I think that's what Jesus was trying to relate to us. He didn't want people just to be excited in the moment for a great thing that he could do. But he wanted them to come to him, or he wanted to go to them. So he went to them and went to them and went to them. But when the people came, he'd be able to teach them. He'd be able to work with them. He'd be able to nurture them. He'd be able to comfort them. He'd be able to open their eyes. So Jesus is here and there and there and there with all of us, waiting for us to go to him. So a great way that we can realize his incredible love and to be in awe of his power and graces is to get to know him every day of your life. Take steps to get you closer. Attending church is a great way. Listen to the scriptures. Learn about the ceremonial aspects of, say, perhaps a Catholic Mass. Why do we do the things that we do? Once we learn the importance of these things, we can appreciate it in another way. Really get to know perhaps the priests that are conducting your sermons. Get to know them on a personal level so that when they speak, you could actually have a personal connection with them. Because every time we connect with them, they're enriched also by the community of people. Pray. Take time out from your busy life. These are things that we can begin to do to grow closer in our daily lives with Christ. My name is Desi Holling, and I'm inviting you to live like you believe.